Hi, the March stats are out. Spring is in the air, so I'm excited to share with you the information that's going to help you and your family with your real estate decisions. From February to March, sales have increased by 44%. That's great news because we had very slow numbers in February, 47% down if I remember correctly. So that's key to understand, but from March of last year to March of this year, we're actually down in transactions by 36.5%. So although we're up from February to March of this year, from last year, which was a very busy time, market was crazy before the interest rates went up, we're down 36.5%. And the prices have actually come down from last year to this year, 14.6%. So we saw an adjustment in the prices, in the activity, and a lot of it has to do with the increased interest rates over that period of time. They came up a lot. Some good news is this: from February to March, the price actually went up a little bit. Not 1%, 0.08%, so almost a percentage point, which is the first time in a long time the prices have gone up because we saw that correction. Now, why could that be? Well, it's simple. It's the amount of homes for sale, inventory. If there's less homes for sale, then obviously the prices can't come down because the demand is enough to prop it up. So that's where we're at right now. And if that continues, prices will be maintained. The question is, will it continue? We know that buyers and sellers, a lot of them are on the sidelines. There's uncertainty. They're not sure what's coming next, so they're sitting back and saying, I don't know what to do. And that's okay. I mean, the concerns are big. We still have the cost of fuel has gone up. The carbon tax was implemented, and that affects everything that we do because fuel is needed to transport all our goods. And so if we have higher fuel, then that's going to apply to everything that we purchase, and that's a concern. I also understand that the oil producing countries in the world, Saudi Arabia, I think has said that they're going to decrease production of oil. Now, if that happens and there's lack of supply, guess what? Oil can go up higher. If that happens, it's not a good thing because that's going to cause higher inflation. Interest rates, according to the Bank of Canada, their policy is to hang on and keep them more stable for where they are. The problem is that the U.S. increased their rates by 0.25 last time they had it, and we have an announcement coming up soon that we have to see if we're going to keep up with the U.S. or maintain our policy as to where we are. And April 12th will tell us what we're going to do. The problem if we don't keep up with the U.S. is our dollar will decrease in value, and if it decreases in value, everything we buy that's imported will go up in price. So again, if it's higher price, more inflation. So it's walking a tightrope. It's not an easy decision for the Bank of Canada and how to handle this issue of inflation. So interest rates, because they've gone up, we have not seen the full effect of the interest rates because people have to renew their mortgages. And 1 year has gone by, but another 4 years for the average term of 5 years or the long term of 5 years that people have to renew. So for the next 4 years, we're going to see people renewing their mortgages. If the rates stay like they are right now, that means that it's an extra cost per month. And not a little bit, double or often even more. So it's a concern if you're going to have to renew your mortgage. And some people may have no choice but to have to make a decision to fix that by either going to a smaller property, by getting out of their home, or refinancing, or doing something, or renting out part of their home. I mean, they got to figure it out because, not many people can afford double the monthly cost. Now, for those are the ones that are out there, some buyers who are waiting for the right time, the reality is timing the market is never easy. It's almost impossible. So get into the market whenever you're able to from a financial perspective, and you can borrow the money, having the down payment, and getting in and paying yourself is probably the long-term best advice possible because the best time to buy a house is always 5 years ago. Inflation is the big concern. We don't know how to gauge whether it's going to go up or down, but there's a lot of world factors that are causing us some big concerns. And another one that just came up is that there's China, Russia, and a few other countries that are threatening to trade in non-US dollars. And if the US dollar is no longer the currency of the world, this also will cause inflation for the US dollar and the Canadian dollar and the average person like yourself. So I don't know what's going on in that arena, But if it goes that the US dollar is no longer the currency of the world, I think we are in for some inflationary pressures there as well. We're going to see April 12th, and hopefully we'll get some more answers by then. But this information is what you need to know going forward, because if you don't, you might make a decision without all the facts, and that's not the way to go. Until next time.